Although street gangs have long operated in New York City, few have been as fierce and well-established as the continuous conflict between the Bronx and Harlem. Gang ties, street politics, and the popularity of drill music, which repeated and fueled violence, have all influenced the battle. We'll look at the history of this deadly rivalry, the main players, and the tragic incidents that have affected both communities for a long time. Territorial disputes, turf fights over drug trade, and gang connections have been the cause of the wars between the Bronx and Harlem for decades. The wars have led to federal raids, arrests, and hundreds of fatalities. Drill rapper K-Flock was the leader of one of the most infamous gangs in the Bronx, Sev Side, commonly known as DOA. The organization had committed a number of violent crimes, including the murder of Huáscar Hernandez in 2021, which resulted in K-Flock's apprehension and federal indictment. Sugar Hill, often known as OY, Original Youngins, was a famous Bronx group enemy and was based on Sugar Hill in Harlem. Nadi Osama, who was assassinated in 2022, and Didi Osama were among the artists who were connected to this crew. Jew Hef organized the YGZ, Young Gunnaz, which has become the most powerful street gang in New York City. Despite their relentless street power and music, there have been brutal police raids as a result. Third Side, Bronx close friends of DOA and Sev Side, Third Side has fought violently against teams from the Bronx and Harlem gangs. Another well-known Harlem gang that has had its share of run-ins with the YGZ and Bronx gangs is the OGZ, Original Guns. Prior to his passing, E.Baby, a Harlem drill rapper, was a member of this gang. In New York, the feud has resulted in multiple violent altercations and the deaths of certain influential drill music leaders. William Bracy, one of the YGZ, was given a 33-year term in 2012 for killing 16-year-old Moises Laura by kicking him close to a Bronx playground. Wu Lottie, another prominent figure from the Bronx drill culture, was brutally murdered in Harlem after being ambushed. The passing away of Smelly, a close friend of musician Lil TJ, is a tragedy for the street life of New York City. The shooting and murder of Raji ZZ, a Bronx drill musician, increased hostilities between the two cliques. B. Diddy was shot and killed during a party on Davidson Avenue, which is not directly connected to the gang battle between the YGZ and OGZ. Reports state that the incident occurred during a verbal altercation between visitors from outside gangs that turned into a firefight in which B. Diddy was slain. A gang battle claimed the life of Tenki Bala, a well-known personality in the drill community. Many in the game were saddened by the death of Dubski, the most recent victim of the conflict. The killings of JB and Delilah added to the already mounting toll of people killed in the Bronx-Harlem War. YGZ member and 19-year-old drill rapper Ty Swish was shot and killed on July 7, 2021, at approximately 9:30 p.m., 2 blocks from his residence in the vicinity of 182nd Street. His murder serves as a reminder of the danger that young artists who participate in gang conflicts confront. Unfortunately, OGZ member and Harlem drill singer E.Baby passed away in 2022. The drill culture and his supporters were shocked to learn that he had committed suicide. P.J. Glizzy was arrested in connection with the death of Matt Save, a member of 2Wu, who was shot and killed. Nadi Osama became well known after he and his brother Didi Osama appeared on the March 27, 2022, release of "Too Tact," a song by fellow New York rapper Sugar Hill D. Tragically, Nadi Osama passed away in July 2022, shortly before their group's release of "Dead Ops." This deadly competition has been fueled by and reflected in drill music. Social media, videos, and diss recordings have all fueled the flames. In addition to producing celebrities, the genre has given rise to a culture of retaliation in which mocking the deceased has tangible repercussions. Massive gang takedowns by law enforcement have been a response to increased violence. More than 120 members and associates of rival gangs in the Bronx were charged in a broad sweep with offenses ranging from firearms offenses to drug trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. In February 2023, 8 gang members from the Sev Side and Third Side were charged with murder, racketeering, and other serious crimes. The federal government's efforts to combat gang violence in the Bronx were brought to light in part by the indictments. In March 2025, Kevin Perez, also known as K-Flock, was found guilty on several federal crimes, including conspiracy to conduct racketeering and discharge of a handgun that resulted in murder. These are all connected to Huáscar Hernandez's fatal shooting in the Bronx in 2021. Perez is still slated for sentence even if he was not found guilty of murder. The battle between the Bronx and Harlem is a terrible and perplexing tale of street politics, rap music, and lost lives. Drill music keeps changing, but the question still stands, will this battle be over? Share your thoughts on the current drill music and beef in NYC streets in the comments section.